Hey guys and gals, let's wrap up the Galactic Spaceship by Lego City. This is set number 60446, contains 717 pieces, retails for $79.99, and the set was provided by the Lego Group for early review. Thank you again, Lego. And remember in the last installment, we did bags 1, 2, and 3. Bags 1 and 2 do the spaceship, and bags 3 does part of this. So, today we're going to be doing the remainder of the bags and doing the tour and the review and all that stuff. And I got to get this done quickly because I got a bunch of other things I got to get done. We don't have a lot of stickers left. The stickers have been very subtle. And yeah. And so far the build is just an average Lego City Space theme build. Nothing that's disintegrating. Everything seems like it's firmly attached. You get lots of accessories, brick separator, just a whole lot of scratched pieces. And right now the score's sitting at a 7.8. So I have a feeling it's going to get worse before it's going to get better. All right, let's begin with bag 4. We're going to get this one nailed out of here. It looks small, but I have a feeling it's going to be mostly small stuff. And I think we still got one minifigure MIA. Let's take a look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm still missing a few figures. Okay, so it looks like we're building some stuff here. And all these are kind of cool. I bet you can put a nice LED in there and make those into rocks that glow. They have a top half to them. Yep. Okay. And I'll tell you, my taxes are in. The stuff for the taxes. Not even in the first of the year, and today is 30th of December, 2024. So yeah, I'll try to keep the tax rant down because that's that time again. I tell you, I hate the first and the fourth quarter of every year. And trying to take the Christmas lights down, and I got frustrated and thought, okay, fine, and some of these were just kind of burned out. The whole strand just disintegrated. And I looked and see where they were made, and yeah, you can probably guess where they were made from. So I just pulled the LED bulbs off of them and threw the remainder of it in the garbage. It's like, what a waste. I told my bunch, I said, now you see why I don't like hanging all these lights on the house, because I'm the one that has to do it. You know, and I'm just kind of fed up with it. I mean, especially when you got a teenager here that doesn't want to do anything. It's like, and they wonder why I don't have a lot of free time anymore. All right. But that's pretty much what I'll be wrapped up in. So when I get done with some of these reviews, I got to start doing taxes or start putting my spreadsheets together for the year. So you know how much fun I'm going to have. If you're under 18, you don't really have to worry about that yet. If you're over 18, yeah, you're going to feel the pain. Especially when you want to spend money on one thing, but you got to give it to the government. Yeah. So anyways, this set here is, well, these come in silver metallic. That's kind of cool. The set's okay for what it is, but honestly, it just feels like your typical regular Lego City Space theme. These new sets are cool, they're modular, but they just don't really have a lot of character anymore. They're just white and gray builds that are, you know, and that's it. This little droid thing. Okay, now we got to build 2 of these. So let's get going on that here. And tonight we're having bachelor specials again. Hey, let's go out for a meal. Oh, I don't feel like getting dressed. Girlfriend can never say, never offer to take us out. I'm like, goodness. Okay, I'll be in the Lego room. Gives me something to do at least. It's either that or do taxes, and I'm going to start doing that. Like I said, once I start getting some of the reviews done, mainly this one. I just got done with the Trotting Lantern, and I got done with editing the, what's that thing called? The donut truck? The build on that one. And I was really surprised, though, with the Trotting Lantern. I saw somebody else had posted a video. Speed build review. And I rolled my eyes, thought, oh, the typical standby. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I guess some people like those, but it's like this. You know, I kind of want to just build. And of course, I could just take this video and just do this and just mute the audio out. I could. I was thinking about doing that too. So I have two flavors: the talking videos and then the speed build videos. But I'll tell you what's really picking up is speed build tutorials. More people prefer those over the lengthy ones. I get more views on those. And I thought, yeah, but these don't do me any good because I can't follow along. But I thought if that's what my audience wants, I may just do those. But what would I do with the regular videos? Because in order to make the speed build videos, I also have to do the regular ones. So that kind of got me thinking I could just do regular videos on my YouTube memberships. It's $2 a month, and then just and do the speed builds for free. So the regulars would be the premium. And of course, if I did that, I could put the parts list back on there. You know, I don't know yet. Honestly, I really don't want to do speed builds. It just seems. Those are more for like kiddies anyways, you know. I like to just take my time and do this. We're almost done here too. So this must be the little containers we use to gather all the materials we find. Like the crystals. So my patience is starting to really wear thin around here. What do they call that? Cabin fever? I thought, man, my bunch is driving me just to go back to work early and just be done with it. At least I go there and I get to see something new. Well, kind of. Okay. And then we have the stickers that go on both of these. I'm going to put these on first, and it's sticker number 11. Make sure these. It's not like a biohazard. The bottom of the triangle is towards the mailboxes. I'll show you here in a second. Like that. Okay. Like I said, though, the stickers are we're just grazing through it. We're not just, okay, we got to put a bunch of stickers on in one sitting type deal. Right. And then we put these in here. So when I do the tour, they slide in. Oh, how do they slide in? Oh, they go like that. So when I do the tour, I'll have to remember there's some gems in there. And yeah, just imagine if this thing was like blue and yellow and stuff, would look really cool. And then this gets attached to here. So it looks like maybe one person can build just that too, but I would probably combine this with that type of thing. Well, those don't go together, Jay. I like these. These are so cool because they got the little sparkles. You know, there's a hole in the bottom. If you took some really thin wire, you could run a light in here and just set it in there and just have these as a You know what it reminds me of is Fraggle Rock, if anybody remembers that show. And you get 2 of those. Now, if you want, you can stick the crystals in there. And that's it for booklet 2 and bag 4. And yeah, so far, it looks like we can comfortably build this up to 2 builders, which is really cool. But the bigger of the build is still the spaceship. And yeah, so we really, we really haven't done a whole lot with the stickers. We only got 4 more left to do. And so far, it's not bad at all. All right, 40 minutes later, we're going to move on to bag 5. Just had dinner and I just got done editing, or I'm getting ready to shadow file up another video. And, all right. I wonder how much more of this is we're going to be scratched. We're still at a 7.8. That's fair, not good. See if I see any more. Well, I can always use those. They'll be great for water terrain. And now we're moving on to bag or book 3. And I think we're building that right there. So we're going to put together the Space Lady. Let's start pulling her parts out. And right now, I'm just not in the mood to do any more filming, but I got to get this set done today so I can get some other stuff done. Yep, white, plain, and boring. Remember I said white's expensive for appliances. I guess Lego must be taking on that thing. Everybody wants white. It's like somebody had asked me, you know, you need to build a modern white mansion. That's like, no, I don't think we need to do that. Yeah. So I'm going to leave her headgear on. That's the wig that she comes with. And I hope I can keep all those wigs straight. I don't know. Okay, now we're going to start this. And trying to set these videos up where they're indexed a little better. And yeah. Well, no, they showed it with this. Let me take that off because I may need to do that. Let me find. Got to build 2 of these. I mean, the last build I did was colorful, so I have to do the dry stuff again. Okay, that goes like that. So I was right. We could just stick this one here then, like that. That should be fine. And I forgot to turn the light back on. Sometimes you may notice that the brightness it varies. Sometimes I'll step away, turn off the ring light. I don't leave it on. Electricity is expensive, so I turn everything off when I'm not using it. Matter of fact, I just watched a news clip. They said kids have got too much homework and where I'm at, so they're trying to cut it back where the kids don't really have any homework. I just shook my head and thought, well, I guess I won't be hiring from anybody from the state of California anymore. It's only going to get worse when you get older. It's like college, you know. They sock you with homework. That's just how it is. You're studying to be a professional. I mean, it's hard. You got to have all that homework. They just kind of prepare you for it. And it's like, you know, I have to start getting ready to do my taxes. That's my homework. And as much as I don't want to do it, I have to do it. Yucky. That's why I hate the fourth or the first and fourth quarters of every year. Second and third are like cakewalks. I got to thinking maybe I should take off during the summer months, but usually I save that for when you know, I have a colleague that's got a family. I don't, you know, I don't want to be that kind of a guy. Yeah, the base on this seems pretty good so far. It seems pretty solid. All right. And we got some tan in here. Well, at least we got something else, but that's like a new default color now. Okay. Yeah, so I've been looking at the spreadsheet with all the sets that I have to review. After this, I'll only have 19 more left to go. I had to do 51 of them. My goodness, that's just for this year, or for 2025. That batch. And that's a lot just to do. A lot to do. All right. Yeah, there was one. I can't remember what it was. It was one of the Friends sets. It had about the same amount of pieces as this, but this one had just probably a few more pieces. And I thought, well, I really want to get into... the... you know, start getting some more of the city sets films. I thought, okay. And yeah, this one here was kind of like a regret. But when I do the review, though, I'm just gonna. It's the same old bland colors. It just feels like we're regurgitating an idea here. And I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some child out there or hobbyist that's going to be like, I love this set. If you do, or anybody you know who does, hey, that's cool. You know, I'm not gonna condemn you because you like it. If you like it, you like it. But you know, for me, space was fun when I was a kid. But now, as the first round of space sets, it didn't seem too bad. But I've been reading a lot of you guys and gals' comments. They're like, oh yeah, these are kind of stale and boring, and they look too clean, and yeah, it's getting like that. And you know, I have to agree there with you. And all right. But, you know, there's really no, so far in the build, there's no wow factor with this one. It just seems your typical garden variety modern space. And then these go on the ends here like this. Okay, like that. Now, if I were doing a speed build of this, you'd be so lost. But the whole intent of this is to show you how to put it together. I'll be right back. All right, my apologies. I'm back again. Now, we're on step 16. Well, at least one thing, though. This set can be built by 3 people. 2 probably recommended, but 3 if you are desperate. And, yeah. And at least we can put all the little portions together and say, okay, we're done. I'm wondering if this is some kind of a laboratory. It's hard to say what this is. So yeah, there will be a close-up tour on this one too. There's no other way to film this one. I'm just going to have to do it. Is to do a close-up. Okay. So these here go back here, but the next ones we got to put stickers. So sticker number 9 goes on that one there, and it's that one. I just remembered a lot of this stuff when I was a kid was printed. I think 10 goes on the other one. Let's see. Yep. No, number 5, that one. I know some of you said you don't like the stickers. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, Jay, I wouldn't put my stickers on that. I'm not going to. Hey, if you know, I tip my hat off if you don't want to put your stickers on it. Well, obviously we know that's where the dinner comes from. And that's what it looks like so far. But for me, some are buying this stuff for parts. Hey, you know, like I said, the ambassador thing, I have to do the whole review in its entirety. So, I have to do it. It's just, I don't want to just tell Lego, well, no, I'm not putting stickers on it. Sticks tongue out. No, because if I did that, they'd probably get a little angry and says, well, you're not doing the whole thing. Goes right there. Huh. Must be a little bed or something. Alrighty. Yeah, I think this is probably a little kitchen or something. And oh, okay. I thought I was looking at the wrong. I was looking at the wrong steps. Like, what are we doing? This goes here. Okay. And put these here. We got to make 2 of these. You know, it's better than putting together that panda bear, I'll tell you that much. That was kind of dry. You want to talk about... I mean, this one's got a little bit more color. But the quality, not so much. I mean, the build's pretty good. It's strong. Is it still keeping my interest? Yes, it's just the colors are just kind of bland. And I understand why Lego's doing this. They want to match... You know, the colors they use, you know, in real life. But that's kind of the thing here. Legos. I mean, like I'll build a house or a restaurant. I try to match colors. That one would. Okay. That one would normally see, but spaceships, kind of. I don't know. I miss the old-fashioned yellow windshield pieces. Those are always cool to look at, play with, and stuff. Oh. Okay, well, hold on. I got to get the part picked up. It's upside down, but we got a pizza out in space. That's what this is. So it's probably an oven. So yeah, we got a pizza. I mean, why not, right? It's not like you can order it's like you can order takeout up there. So, I mean, that's just how it is. You can't do that. Oh, we got to put them all on there. Let's just cake these all on there. You got to do that 4 times. Okay. And then we got to make 2 leg pieces. So we got to make 8 of these in total. So what I'm going to do is just start assembling them now and just put them on. Not sure. I guess they just hang outside? Huh. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting to get a little bored of this. And I think I'm putting them on backwards. They're supposed to go like that. So what do? Flip it and do this. Alright. I mean, it's cheating, but I don't have to take that apart again. I get that out of the way. I really want to start getting in my taxes. I'd rather do that than this white spaceship. Still waiting for my parts to come in so I can start working on something. This mock I'm working on has got a lot of color to it. And to be forced to doing the black and white stuff gets kind of annoying. At least we got gold in here. We got one more left to assemble, then we're done. I still got this white strand of hair just dangling in my face. Like, you need to cut this off. Yeah, if I cut it off, guess what? We won't see it anymore, huh? Okay. And after that, it looks like they clamp onto here. They're just, I don't know, maybe this could be landing gear? Let me see here. I bet that's what these are, is landing gear. And okay, one more there, and there you go. And that's what we have remaining. And so far, yeah, I mean, it's still somewhat keeping my interest, but the colors are just kind of dull on this. And finally, we're going to wrap up with bag 6. And I see something in here, a few items. I have a feeling this score is going to dip real quick. Alright, transparent black. That's kind of like our new thing. The closest we had back in the day was transparent brown. Now it's black. That's cool. What is that, a 10 stud dish? And it's got some scuffs. I thought those were cracks. Yeah. I always rub it, make sure it's not dust. And I mean, next one I see, if it's kind of like those, I'm going to just ding it down. All right, this one here is just dusty. Do you have any more hidden treasures in there? These are cool if I can get these in clear. Oh, Lego. Really? Now I got to drop down to 6.8. All right. See if I saw another one like that. This one's scuffed here. Probably down to a 6. All right. I'm going to take our used parts and put them on there. Okay. Yeah, because I was right. That was actually the landing gear. Because it says it shows it down like that. Let's put them down just to be safe. And it looks like bag 6 continues where we left off. So let's slide all our scratch parts out of the way. And I'd like to get this one done here lickety-split. All right. All right. So we got a battery pack. Okay, where does the battery pack go? Oh, it goes right here. Everything now starting to turn on. And let's take some of these. Are they hollow? Nope. That's good. Because guess what? We could use that for water. We still got 2 stickers left to put on. Take some of our scratched windows. I think the only thing that's going to save this set's score now is the group building. Got some kind of a plant thing growing in here, huh? Wow, that's kind of unusual having green in here. Let's see if I can get that in there. Let me put that right there. There we go. Crystal goes in here. I can't even get the pages separated. Yeah, I'm just getting this one done. And then we need that green tile piece. Flip it upside down and shove this T thing in there. And this windshield piece here that's obviously printed. And this goes... Okay, I see where it goes. It goes right here. They show this is already folded up. So the pizza oven, close that up. That's where that goes. Buddy's trying to contact me. Kind of like, I can't right now. I got to get this film done. I got to get it out of the way. Give me like another hour or so. It's going to take about that to do the whole filming on this. Yep, Lego, that's unbelievable. I think only like 2 of these came out unscathed. That one wasn't too bad, but I'm going to start just dinging really heavily off of the way the sets are packed. They may not even like that, but you know, start sending this stuff in better condition, and I don't have to do anything. Just open up the bag and not have to worry. All right. Okay, put our interlock things here. These kind of remind me of a building toy called Constructs. They were around, I think, in the 70s and 80s. Where you can build like skyscrapers with girders and stuff. And you would have the plastic sheeting you'd put on the builds. It was kind of like Lego, but... Oh, I forgot to put the other one over here. It was kind of like Lego, but not as advanced. But you can build big stuff. But that was it, though. It wasn't like you got real bricks. You just got the girders and the beams. And one time my dad bought me a metal erector set, and I thought that was a cool thing. I thought, this is steel. This ain't going to break or go anywhere. You know. Where you had like the bag of nuts and bolts, and you'd start putting things together. All right, let's see. Does this go around all of those? Yes, it does. I think that's what it does. Yep. Okay. We got to do that 4 times. So, I remember that. I know one of you mentioned it used to have Tinker toys with the little wooden rods, and you had to stick them in the little connectors. I remember that my uncle had some of those. Those were cool, too. He'd make all these elaborate machines and stuff. Spaceships, and he was an AFOL before his time, because he I remember he was in his 20s, and he was just into Lego hardcore, and he told me, he's like, I met back up with him at my dad's funeral, and he said his kids were, he said he was trying to get his sons into Lego, and his son and daughter. And he said they just had nothing to do with it. And I thought, oh man, what a shame. It's like I was just spending time with them. They just wanted to play video games. I was like, oh, that's how I was. I was trying to get my nephew into the Lego stuff just because it'd be something him and I could do together. And he had no interest. We started doing video games, but he met his own group of friends, and now I'm kind of like a nobody now. But I was like, oh man. Watch, I have kids and they're not into this stuff. It'd be kind of a shame, but that's just how it is. Okay, those fit right in there. That's kind of cool. Well, alright, what fell? Alright, we're going to have to ding that down a bit more, because that is just going to fall off in there. Be careful with that crystal. It's going to want to grow legs and just hop off that stand. Yeah, but I remember I was met up with him. He's like, yeah, I was trying to get my son into Lego, but he was just more interested in Minecraft and all that stuff. And you know, I remember my nephew, he was into Minecraft, and him and I would play for hours. We'd make a private server just for him and I to play on, and we would just build all sorts of stuff, go adventure out, and you know, that kind of thing, because I was the closest to a dad he had at the time. And that was fun. And we'd play some other video games, and that was it. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back again. All right, how does these go on again? They're even with these. Yeah, but back to that conversation though, I was like, if I had kids, I'd be like one of those dads that would just be like, let's go do some of this stuff that sounds like fun. Like Universal Studios, Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, Magic Mountain they can keep. I'm not much into roller coasters, but in case they want to do that. Legoland, there's another one there. Sore subject with me, but that'd be kind of cool. And I'm kind of doing steps 47 and 48 together right now. I remember I was trying to get my nephew to just go camping, and he did not like the tent stuff at all. He wanted to camp out in a tent in the backyard. I'm like, sure. And we did that, and he did not like it at all. He just said he couldn't sleep. Or for me, I was out like a light. How can you handle sleeping on the ground? I said, it's good on my back. I said, it didn't bother me. We just pitched out in the backyard underneath the shade tree. And it was fun, you know. At least it was something to do. I said, do you like this? He goes, not really. And I knew right there that it's like, oh, bummer. Oh, there it is. All right, let's take our scratch hub, stick that on there. And I think this is meant to just sit in here like this. Well, that's kind of lopsided. Did I do something wrong here? Let me see. There's no way to really pull that off easily, huh? Making sure everything is... I don't know. Making sure everything's mashed down. It was just rocking around in there. There we go. I guess you're supposed to close it like that, like a crock pot. So we got to cook the food in there. Okay, now we're building some other stuff. I think it's stuff that go on these ends here. So let's get going with that. But yeah, the backyard campings were pretty cool. One day he wanted to set up the fire pit, so we did. It was raining that day, but we all sat outside and just kind of relaxed, and that was what it was. He wanted to have a campfire out in the rain. And but it wasn't really for him. But nonetheless, though, it was something to do, you know. And yeah, it's kind of a shame too, because there's some guys out there that don't even do that stuff with their kids, and I'm not gonna get into all that, but I'd be doing all that awesome stuff. Okay, flip them over like pancakes. I think orientation matters, so I'm gonna leave it like this. Yeah, so these indeed are caps for this. Okay. Let's keep the logo right. Okay. All right. And it says you can take everything apart. And you can take that apart, but where do these go? Did I miss something up or something? Am I missing something? Because I have extra pieces. Oh no, we got extra stuff we got to build. Okay. So up to this point, everything is pretty much isolated. And I could save that for the demonstration, is to show you how to take all this apart. And then these here are going to get stickers, which is sticker number 4. And those go at the ends here. So we're just going to place these here. Yeah, I'll be ripping those off because those tiles I don't have. And then that concludes the sticker sheet. Okay. And basically, we're supposed to take the ship apart and put all the parts together. But you know what? Yeah, I think it looks better than just separate pieces. So see how they have all this set up. All right, so this extra stuff here we're going to need. See, these come off here. Okay, what we're going to do here, let me just do this. And we already got all the parts made here. And I'm just going to say that that's what we have for bag 6. And now, yeah. Okay, now we're going to start setting up. What we're going to do, we're going to set it up on here, and we're going to start taking things apart and put the ship together. So the thing with this build here is that you can build it separate. I'm going to say it can be built up by 3 people. And in addition to the 3 people, you can use it as standalone models. Or we can do this. So what we have just built here is the solo parts of the spaceship. So now we're going to assemble it. We got to take things apart. So let's start ripping it. We just put it together, now we got to rip it apart. All right. So start ripping this stuff apart here. These wings, let's see how easy these are to get off. I couldn't get them off the last time. I found out, here's what I would do. Just slowly do it like this. They just come off. All right, so you got all these. Take these off. Okay. And then now we got a mess. And then it's telling me to do is to take this chunk here and take our friction pins, stick them in there. So this is going to be known as setting up here. And then after that, we take this guy and we plug it into here. Okay. Really? Be careful with that. That'll be a 5.5. That is not really just built very well. And now, pop these off here. The same reason, just tip it a little bit like this and just wiggle it off. It's kind of, maybe those weren't supposed to come off. No. I guess they were supposed to stay on. put them back on again. But still, that should not have caved in like it did. Pop those off there. Then this goes on here like that. Does it matter which way? Not really. And then now, those pieces that we just made, that I gotta find now, these go here. Right there. Okay. So this is how you lock it in. So I guess the friction pins are really not enough strength. And then you flip it over and you do it like this. See, I won't filter this out. I'll leave it all here for you guys to see. There we go. And then now the rocket thruster goes on the back, so you can have it as a la carte, or you can have it as one big massive spaceship. And then the wings go on here too. So basically what Lego was showing us here is that we can mix and match parts together. Okay. That means now we have an extra one to pick that up. Sometimes you can have too much accessories. You can see this is going to be a while to set all this up, and I'm kind of getting tired. I'm getting tired of this white turd. And that's it. And that's essentially what we have there. Now this thing's already big, so guess what I'm going to have to do is we're going to have to do the whole 360 spin tour, close-up tour, all that on this now. These are part of the build, so these will stay here off to the side. And yeah, it's big. It's big, but it is sturdy. It's modular. I just have to raise the camera up for this one. Let's do that. Hey, maybe the setting up will take us about 5 or 6 hours to do here. Just imagine, let me get this lower down. There's probably some reviewer out there right now that just did a speed build of this, and which to a builder that's kind of stumped on a step would be of no use. But you know, that's what the kids like, the speed builds. For somebody who really wants to build a set. Okay. It's a spaceship. We're going to have to pretend like we're overhead here. I'm trying to get the camera just right, but it's this thing is huge. I should have done the Friends set, but well, it's too late now. I've already started this. This was supposed to be a fast build. I thought, oh, this one shouldn't be too bad. It's only 700 pieces. No, it's taken a long time. I'm still I'm bottomed out here. I can't even trying to get the camera up higher. Getting kind of frustrated because it's white and gray and not too fun to look at. And let's start setting up our, fine, we'll put you there. Okay, you can sit like that. And yeah, it's so what I'm going to do is when I do the 360 spin, we're just going to take a look at everything. I don't know, I'm going to be honest, it's the same old cookie cutter Lego space set. I'm not going to lie. Fun at the beginning wasn't too bad, but now it's the same. It looks cool. It's just the same old thing. And honestly, it can get very exhausting building something like this after a while. So I'll put the rocks here. I don't have a lot of space to work on this here at all. So that's what I would do. I would just rotate this booger around, and I'm almost bottomed out here, and I still can't get this thing to fit in here. I think that's probably, or I'll tilt the camera more Yeah, setting this up maybe another 10 minutes. Yeah. Jay, you don't look like you're having too much fun. No, not when the sets are white. I looked at this one today and I thought, oh, like I said, because I looked at it on the spreadsheet because I don't know what it is, and I thought, oh, okay. And then when I brought the box out for review, and I thought, oh, it's another one of these white turds that I got to do. Seems like half the Lego sets now today are just white, and I'm kind of two people. Well, Jay, why did you accept it? Because it was part of a lot of other City sets. And City is starting to take a dump where Friends is really kind of shining on here. If you've ever really looked at a Lego Friends set and see me review it, Friends sets are pretty good compared to the City line today. Boy, this thing really is bouncing here. I was hoping to get this dumb thing done tonight. I guess I won't. And I got wires all tangled up in here. Cool. But that's a whole rant for another day. I think that's pretty good. All right, let me set it up here. I mean, we're going to be setting up for a while. Jay, you seem like you're getting frustrated. Yep, I'm tired of working on white sets. Half of them I got are white. Except for the Friends. I mean, whoever's going to get this, you're going to have a lot of fun. It's a good group project, but for me personally, I wonder if I can keep her hunched back a bit. No, she just, there we go. I guess that's the only way to get her to stand up. Still got to do a thumbnail here. We got the space guy. There's a lot of accessories with this. I'm not going to lie. I'm hoping I don't hit something and knock them over like dominoes, but I mean, not too bad. I can put this one over here. These are asteroids, I'm assuming. We got our little droid here and all that stuff, and yeah, and we got the extra wigs. I'll mention those when I do the close-ups and stuff. But if you take it apart, you're going to have these two extra pieces, or you're going to have these pieces. So you have the two extra airlock pieces and stuff like that. And I'll just set these back here as extras, just to fill in that part of the screen. And yeah, at least you get a brick separator, you get extra wigs, you get all this stuff with it. Well, I think it's good enough. Take a snapshot, and then we'll do the formal review. Let's start the review with build experience. And at the beginning, the build started out okay, but it is your typical Lego City spaceship. It's mainly just white and gray with a hint of reddish orange. And the build started getting boring towards the end. It just felt like the same old cookie cutter spaceship parts we built with other Lego City space sets. So this one here wasn't nothing too special. Now for play value, there is a lot of good play value with this. You do have access pretty much to all the interior spaces as well as all the accessories. So there is play value with this set. In addition, this will work with other Lego City space sets. All these pieces, as you can see, are separable. You can put them with the other space themes and make a bigger spaceship if you choose. But this model works as a standalone model. In addition, you can build up to 3 people. So one person builds this section here, another person builds this, and a third person can build this area here, and the wings can detach. You can reconfigure the whole spaceship if you choose. And just like this right here, you can move this over here. You could rearrange it. So the possibilities on this one are unlimited. So that does add to the play value as well as for the collaborative build. Build quality seems average for a Lego City set. This piece here caved in when I was taking these off, and nothing really major fell apart, but when I was building the set, some parts just felt kind of questionable until we finished the model. Once the model was built, the only thing I have issues with is this door here that would just flake off. Other than that, it's not too bad. Now you can obviously drop this in a custom Lego City theme or a Lego Space theme, or you can use the pieces to make other spaceships. You could build a whole new entire creation, or just go ham and add these parts to your existing Lego collection and just build something bigger. So it does have a nice selection of parts, but be careful when you unbox this set. This piece here was loose, as you saw in the unboxing, but a lot of these transparent pieces arrived either pitted or scratched, and that does kind of make the set feel used and cheap. It felt like I was building with used Lego bricks at this point. So my final score in this set is going to be a 6 out of 10. A little bit for stickers. The stickers were spaced out pretty evenly. Not a whole lot dinging off for that, as well as the build quality. It was average, but the main thing is the way the set was packed. This set was packed sloppy. I couldn't believe half the stuff came in scratched, and it just, like I said, it made the set feel really cheap. I don't know why Lego is just letting their quality go down like this, especially for a $79.99 spaceship. It shouldn't come in this condition. But if you're lucky to get yours and it's not scratched and pitted, it's a pretty fun model, and you're going to have a lot of fun putting this together if you're into the space theme. You're looking for a collaborative build. But tell me what you think.